Hi guys, welcome to today's podcast, and today we're just going to talk about some random stuff. But if you haven't already, please subscribe and check out our Instagram account at Unnamed Pod. So yeah, let's get into it.
We're getting close to 50 subscribers, so help us. We're one off actually, but yeah. Anyway, we've got quite a bit to talk about today. We've got about 40 minutes, so we're going to get through stuff. Well, I don't know. Let's just talk. So
We'll do our best.
I've got a few things. Like quite a lot of the stuff I've put down on the list is actually sort of short stuff. We can quickly just say a little bit about, and maybe some other stuff we can go a bit more detail in. So, music. So I put down a couple of things. So a couple new songs have come out today, as of recording this, as of this coming out yesterday, from a couple of artists. A big one and a slightly smaller one. And so the big one is KSI. He's released a new song with Youngblood and Polo G.
I don't know who those are.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Well, I said I've heard of Youngblood, but not the other geezer. But yeah, I just thought, I listened to it and I've been loving it. But the feedback I've seen online is a lot of people not liking it. Oh, don't.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But the thing is, it's a very pop sort of song. Like it's more sort of pop a little bit compared to, as in it's the sort of thing I can hear on the radio is how I described it earlier. And a lot of KSI, like proper like KSI fans who just like the rap songs are not loving it. Well, I am loving it. What's wrong with me, honestly? But yeah, I just thought I'd put that down. It's an interesting song. I'd definitely give it a listen if I were you, if you haven't heard it. Because it's a good song. Some people don't like it, but I do. Yeah. That was a bit of a weird point, but you know. And also, I just thought I'd add this in because we don't really have anything to say about this, but I thought it'd be nice to plug it anyway. King DCN, we had him on last episode, and his new song, Hella 2, came out yesterday. Definitely go give that
I haven't listened to it. I have to go and listen to it.
Yeah, I think he put his like visualizer on YouTube, and I think he's probably on Spotify as well. So definitely go give that a stream. Good friend of the Unnamed Podcast and both of us, been on quite a few episodes. So definitely go check that out. Yeah, just go show your support. Anyway, moving on. So actually, now this is a thing that I've seen for quite a while now, but I actually forgot to talk about last week, and it's NFTs. I'm not sure if you've heard about these, Tom, but there's been a big thing recently called NFTs, and I honestly don't know much about them. So I've got to put a couple of articles up here, and I've looked at a couple of things. But basically, NFT stands for non-fungible token. I don't know if I'm saying it correct or not.
But what is that though?
Basically, actually, one second, I've got an article here. Let me find the correct bit in the article. Basically, what it is, it means it is... actually, one second, let me just read you exactly from the article I was reading. NFT stands for non-fungible... I can't even speak. Whatever that word is, token. In economic... So, basically, in a fungible asset, it's something that could be readily interchanged like money. Like, you can swap a £10 note for 2 5s. Whereas a non-fungible... it's not possible. So basically, what NFTs are things that there's a one of a kind. Like they can be replicated as many times as possible. There's always going to be one original of that. So like the Mona Lisa, people can take pictures of it and duplicate it as many times as they want, but there's always going to be the one original painting.
Yeah.
And basically, there's been a big popular thing recently where it's these are digital files that people are buying. Like that are only available in the digital world, and so they're not physical things you can handle, but they're things that are available in the digital world, and they've been selling for nuts money, and like I don't get it, but like it's great. So there's all sorts of different ones. For example, there was a big art piece. Just before I say about this, the thing about NFTs is that people can copy them, and like people have copied them and stuff. But the fact of the matter is that if you buy an NFT, then you have a token which shows that you actually own like the original copy, opposed to just a copy of it. I still don't get it, if I'm being honest. But there's lots of different types of some I can't speak. NFTs that are selling. The main one, which sold for $69 million. Sorry, what? Was an artwork. Like, you've got to remember, this isn't even real stuff. This is literally digital stuff. Sold for $69 million, and it was an art piece. I haven't even really looked into it, but I think that's the big thing that sort of caught people's attention. There was also a GIF of Nyan Cat, a 2011 meme, which sold for more than 500 grand. A musician sold some of their digital art for more than $6 million. Here's another one as well. Tweets. People are selling tweets. So basically what it says here as well is that anyone can sell any digital thing as an NFT if they want to. But obviously you've got to have the market to sell it to. So for example, Twitter's founder, Jack Dorsey, has been promoting his first tweet, trying to sell that as an NFT, and that's got bids up to over $2.5 million.
Wow!
People trying to buy the original tweet. Like, I don't get what it means, but like, it's kind of weird. I also saw as well that I'm not sure, Calux, a UK YouTuber, bought a KSI tweet for $10.
Wow!
Which is funny, but I just don't get it. It's weird. Why would like?
What is the point?
Exactly, like, you only own stuff in the digital world. Oh, another example I know as well is Logan Paul. I used to hate Logan Paul, to be honest, but I kind of have respect for him now because the amount of controversy he's been through, he's come round out the other side. He's not like cancelled ever. Sorry, off topic, but basically he did a Pokemon box break, another one, $1 million one recently, and after that he sold NFTs, and I thought these were just like cool cards that you could buy, like they looked like Pokemon cards, but they had him on him and stuff. I thought these, but they were like going for nuts money. Like, I think one, he was selling lots of different, like multiple different tiers. One which was like a few $100s, or one which was 2,000, one which was like 30 grand or something like that. And I was like, I suppose people are nuts. People are paying for these. Then I realised they're not even real. They're literally digital. Like, what? I just don't get this. You're literally selling, like, I saw a YouTube video on this as well. NFTs are basically, you're selling air. Like, you're literally selling fresh air to people because it's like you're not getting anything apart from like a.
Pretty much.
I'm honestly, I just don't get it. But you know, it's crazy, and it's like, yeah,
the brain hurt that goes with it.
Yeah. So there was so just before we move on, so the $69 million thing, which is equivalent to £50 million, is a piece of artwork. Like, it looks quite interesting, but still, I wouldn't pay 50 mil for it. But anyway, yeah.
Why would you pay 50 mil for it?
Who knows? Honestly, yeah, it's crazy.
It's almost, yeah. It's like selling the copyright rights to something, but yeah, it can always just easily be copied.
Yeah. Well, that's like the exact thing. Like, people can copy this. I suppose it's just like it doesn't mean, like, the only thing it means is literally you've got an original and that's it. You've got an original or something. I suppose you'd be like, oh, okay, cool, I have this $69 million piece of artwork.
But then it's like, if you bought someone's tweet and then they delete it off their account, is it actually the original anymore?
Ooh, I don't know. To be fair though, I'll follow up with a tweet though. Obviously, that can be like duplicated.
Yeah.
And it could be duplicated by the same person, but like it feels like it's less likely sort of thing that could be easily duplicated because it has to actually be recreated by the exact person who made it. Well, it's still not the same date. I don't know. Anyway, it's a weird world we're living in. Like, everything is becoming digital because if you think about it, you've got obviously cryptocurrency, all like online money and all that. Yeah, our world is moving so fast, and it's a weird place. But yeah, I just thought I'd bring that up because that was something I saw and it was strange. Anyway, moving on. So next up, I'm not sure if you saw about. Now, for this next topic, I want to say I don't think we should put our opinions on this because this is a very heated debate. But the Harry and Meghan interview with Oprah and Piers Morgan.
Oh wow!
I thought I'd bring this up because we could talk a little bit about this, but I don't think we put our direct opinions into it.
I'm not putting my opinion into this because I'll get cancelled.
Exactly. I thought, okay, so I think we can have a little discussion, but not too much. So obviously, you probably heard there was the Harry and Meghan interview. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't watch. I was planning on watching it, but then I
didn't watch it.
I heard some of the main highlights coming out of it, which honestly, if you're interested in them, go look them up. I have an article here, but it's stuff to do with, like, I don't even really know, if I'm being honest. A bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, one of the things saying that they didn't even get married in their big wedding. They actually got married a few days earlier.
What?
Who knows? But anyway, basically,
Weird place.
the whole thing was a few days after Piers Morgan. You may have seen a clip. I saw it. It was all over Instagram and Twitter and stuff, where Piers Morgan basically he was arguing. Basically, I think it was a weather reporter was speaking to him on Good Morning Britain.
Yeah.
And he was saying that what Piers had said was, like, because Piers said he didn't believe anything that Meghan had said, especially relating to mental health. And this weather report was like, you should be more nice to her and stuff, and like you've just gone too far. He storms out. He was just like, I'm not dealing with this. So I know we said let's not share our opinions, but I'm trying to tread lightly, okay?
Get cancelled, Jacob.
Was Piers Morgan right to leave Good Morning Britain? Like, because obviously after that whole thing, I don't mean leave as in leave the studio. I mean after that whole thing, he left and parted ways with Good Morning Britain and ITV. Was that a right decision, or do you think that him storming out wasn't a good enough reason for him to leave?
Well, all I say is, because I'm not gonna voice my opinion for any. It's not worth it at all.
Yeah, no, it's definitely
for
not.
any amounts of money or anything. I would just like to say that news reporters they've been known to walk out on stuff before. I mean, it's happened loads of times before. So I don't know. Just it depends. I mean, I guess if you're that frustrated and you don't sort of, then yeah, fair enough. But. Yeah, I can't really say too much on it, really.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's so controversial. It's, if you say the wrong thing, you get shot down. So
yeah. Well, one other thing I just remembered as you were saying, as you were talking about, is actually a video I watched a few weeks ago by Josh Peters, and basically it was revealing that royal experts do lie. So there's obviously, because the thing
just
about
like politicians.
The thing about this is I've seen quite a bit of stuff to do with the media and how they have not, well, that they've I saw a tweet the other day, and it was a picture of two articles, the same newspaper, I can't remember who it was, but the same newspaper, and one was about Kate when she got pregnant, and one was about Meghan when she got pregnant. And the article about Kate was like, oh, she's cradling it, like her touching her bump. She was cradling her baby. She's so excited for the birth. And the one about Meghan, she's like, oh, is she so self-centered and does she only care about herself so much that she keeps touching the bump? And it's like the media are so split. And the thing I don't get is why the media are so against them. Like, straight off from the back. And it's also to do with, so as I was saying about the video I saw, it was basically, obviously, if you haven't seen Josh Peters and Archie Man on the YouTube channel, I'll definitely go give it a watch. They have some great videos over there. But basically what they did was they set up a fake production company. Then they contacted a few royal experts to ask them if they would be up for being interviewed about the interview with Oprah and the royals. And so he got them on, and then he told them, but this was before the interview even came out. And basically, he proved that royal experts do lie because he got them to say stuff about the interview before it was even released. But, it's just crazy. We're living in a crazy world where anyone will say anything for their opinion.
Yeah.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. But I feel like it's too far when you start lying. Like, you're trying to take somebody down maliciously, and lying about it is far. But. Well,
it's always innocent until proven guilty. I mean, I know it doesn't quite fit in, but you know what I mean by that, like, sort of
and the
thing.
Same with and this isn't me saying my opinion on the Piers Morgan situation, but I feel like to an extent I suppose he has a right to share his opinion, but then again to another extent you have a right to a point. There's a point where you can share your opinion, where if you cross that point, you've gone too far. So I'm not going to say any more. I don't want to anger anyone. But yeah, I just thought it'd be interesting to talk about that.
Well, I hope we don't get cancelled.
Oh, and I also saw that I put down here as well that Ofcom, the British TV people, whatever, received 41,000 reports about the Piers Morgan situation.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I think actually that Meghan is actually now not happy with ITV, because I think the royals always seem to win their battles. So I think that it was against the Mail on Sunday or something that they had published a story about her, and then they took it to court and she won. I think it may be something similar happening with ITV, but we'll just have to wait and see. Anyway, that's about that. That's about enough for that. Right, okay, moving on. Now, while we're on the topic of sort of controversial stuff, Burger King. Now, I'm not sure if you saw this, but they tweeted on International Women's Day a peculiar and extremely controversial tweet, which they kind of people were not happy with. So the tweet basically read, what was it? I want to quote it correctly. I think it was women belong in the kitchen, which obviously doesn't sound great. Now, basically,
no.
the thing about this was they then followed up with a quote tweet saying that this wasn't them just being absolute sexist idiots. It was actually them trying to promote, saying that I think it was only 20% of chefs in the UK or whatever were women. But
I mean, it has, for some people, I mean, I can't lie, and I don't really want to, some people, there's a lot of mixed reactions on it, let's just say that. I'm not going to say anything because it's so controversial, and it's like the Harry and Meghan topic cancelled if you say anything that's sort of... So, yeah, I mean, I guess the only thing they could have done was gone about their approach differently, but... Apart from that, I mean, they're only trying to market their new sort of scholarships of in their careers, but they could have gone about it just slightly differently. But
well, the one thing I don't get is how that got past, how that got allowed to be tweeted. That's a corporate company. I don't get how that got past all the people who need to verify stuff before it gets tweeted on the official Burger King account. And it's also sort of the thing I heard some other people talking about this on another podcast, the What's Good podcast, me and my mate Mini Minter. No, I'm kidding. But they were saying that actually it's sort of like Burger King were almost clickbaiting people, where it was sort of draw them in with their initial tweet and then draw them into that, actually, this is why we've tweeted this. But it got to a point where people weren't reading the quote tweet underneath, and so it just made the Burger King look stupid. As
I said, they should have just gone about their approach just slightly differently. If they said something just very slightly different, just maybe more, because they said they did tweet their demographics and stuff, all their facts and figures, saying only I don't know the exact figures, but I'm just going to say as an example, only 20% of women in our kitchen are working there, and they wanted to get more in there. They could have said the fact, the figures instead, and then said, look, well, we're doing this scholarship for you guys, Well,
I think the whole thing of it was almost sort of, in a way, almost a publicity stunt of sorts, in a way of you grab everyone's attention, and then that's a hope that something kind of controversial, something big, draws everyone in, and then you can share your important message. It's just they went about it wrong. I feel like they should have put the actual information in the main tweet, along with, okay, if they wanted to be controversial and tweet that, I suppose that I still wouldn't personally do that, but
they should have put the demographic underneath.
Yeah, they should have. If they wanted to put that quote, and then, but we're offering scholarships, 20% of people are women in the kitchen, blah blah blah. It's just, and then eventually they ended up deleting it after. I think it got mental amounts of interactions, hundreds of thousands of likes and retweets. Before it took them, and it took them hours to take down. And actually, KFC Gaming responded to the tweet telling them to delete it. So that shows you when another brand gets involved. That's a bit weird. Actually, talking about brands, I know this was a while back, but I don't think we ever talked about it. So I think there's something fun we could just really quickly talk about. But I'm not sure if you saw it was either a few weeks back or maybe a month or so back, where Weetabix tweeted out something quite controversial.
Oh, I saw this. Yeah,
controversial, but kind of fun.
The baked beans thing.
Yeah,
and then Specsavers and stuff responded.
Yeah, it was all of the brands getting in on it. I kind of wish we talked about it at the time now, but I feel like we can have a little chat about it now. But it was kind of funny because obviously when that happened, it was all the big companies and all the Twitter accounts replying to them, being like, what I think it was that one of them was a police station responded and was like, we know this is a crime, but please don't report it to us. And like, it was funny. But this is where I feel like this is the sort of thing where Twitter and like business Twitter accounts and like sort of corporate Twitter accounts can be used well to sort of engage people and bring people into this, opposed to trying to tell people something good through a bad sort of tweet. Like, yeah, I feel like Twitter can be done very well, but it could also, like, there's a complete opposite to Twitter.
I think it definitely brands are definitely doing well by engaging everyone with memes and jokes, because I think at the end of the day, people want to have a joke and a laugh. So if you're not serious and you make it sort of fun and like a proper good joke, it increases a lot of brand exposure, especially for other brands. If like McDonald's or KFC got involved, then they're also mentioned within it, and then so it's quite a good chain reaction.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, so social media can be used well. You can you see this both sides of it. A lot of brands do optimize social media so well, and even like, to a point, Twitter, like the actual official Twitter account on Twitter, each of their tweets is amazing. Like, I wouldn't say amazing actually, but like their tweets are good, as in like they're very well thought out, and like Twitter uses it well, and they get lots of likes on it. Obviously, it is a Twitter account at the end of the day, but it's the sort of thing that you can see the both sides of it. That brands can use social media very well, and they can also sort of try to use it well in the Burger King situation, but not really. But it still baffles me how that got allowed to be tweeted. But anyway, crazy stuff. So anyway, okay, moving on. So next up, talking about some content creators. We've talked about brand content creators. Let's talk about actual content creators on YouTube. Now, the Sidemen. I'm not sure if you saw the latest Sidemen Sunday. It was Sidemen.
I saw the notification, just haven't got time to watch it. I'm so busy.
Sidemen videos are sort of very, like, they're quite long, so if you don't have much time, that's fair enough. Basically, Sidemen gave haircuts to YouTubers. I think it was, how many was it? It must have been 7 YouTubers.
I did see a brief clip of it, like a 2-minute clip, because I know they release a lot of those on like social media and stuff.
Yeah, they posted it on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
Basically, the YouTubers, I knew a few of them. So there was I'm Alex, who I've been compared to too many times. Their cameraman Constantine. There was, who else? I'm trying to remember. Oh, Syndicate, OG YouTuber. There was a couple other ones, a couple FIFA.
Wow, I haven't heard from him in a long time. The Syndicate. Bloody hell.
And then I can't remember. There was probably some others, but basically they did their haircuts, and I only put this in because I thought it was quite a funny video. So they were terrible haircuts. Some of them were actually sort of like, basically, I'm going to ruin the video, but it's not really ruined. You can still go watch it. But basically, one of the haircuts was a line straight through the middle of the hair.
Oh.
One of them was a bowl cut, but they didn't have a bowl, so they used a plate. And it did it like this. Also, it was Simon cutting this guy's hair, and he got JJ at KSI to come and hold the plate on the head. But KSI was just moving it around all the way, so it didn't even work out at the end. And then there was Toby, who cut I'm Alex's hair, and Alex was like, "Oh, I'm so glad I got Toby. Toby seems like the nicest one." Literally shaves his entire head bald apart from his fringe at the front, and it was funny. No, so I have one question: if you were sort of a bigger YouTuber, would you let the Sidemen cut your hair?
That's a hard one. I mean, it would be funny, but then it's again, it's a tough one. Do you not? It's completely up to you.
For me personally, I would say 100%. One, it's like the people who went on there gained quite a lot of subscribers off of it because they got their shout out. And two, like, I think it would just be funny, honestly. But honestly, I suppose with my situation, I'd give for anyone to give me a haircut. Honestly, my hair is like what's going on with it now? It's longer than lockdown 1, and that is crazy. But you know, I'm looking forward to stuff being opened. Talking about stuff being opened, obviously the lockdown restrictions were announced a few weeks back by Boris Johnson, and one of them was he released the UK roadmap. We may have spoken about this, but I can't remember if we did. But he released a UK roadmap of when stuff is opening, and now I'm actually quite excited because I hope it goes to plan, because if so, before too long, as in like within the next couple of months, we may be able to start recording in person again. Not sure what happened there. In person again, but. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because that should be fun. Well, to be fair, it's so much easier to record in person. For this podcast, it may not like it's a lot better quality because we don't have the Zoom quality,
and we have separate audios that's direct. So
yeah, and like it's all in person. It's way easier to have a conversation in person as well, and it's like a lot nicer and stuff. So hopefully we'll be back in person again. We may do some interesting episodes. To be fair as well, it's been hard to do sort of more interesting sort of episodes. I feel like it's been easier to have more guests because obviously we can get any guest on Zoom, but it's also been more difficult to do other episodes, as in before this we did KFC popcorn chicken mukbang, one of my favourite episodes so far. We also did the trying Marmite episode. Well, I say that episode, it was like a section of the episode, but we haven't been able to really do any of that on this, so I'm looking forward to hopefully be able to meet in person. And
it would be interesting to do another like sort of thing again like that, like the KFC thing. I don't know.
Well, 100%. I reckon we should
something similar.
Mukbang, yeah. Get some sort of food. Even if there's not like a certain food at the time, just do a mukbang because that's
anything.
Yeah. So if you want to see that, then let us know because we'll probably, to be fair, even if nobody cares, we'll probably do one anyway because it's the best episode yet because I literally got to sit, talk to Tom for like an hour or whatever, and eat some chicken. Who can complain there, honestly?
I know.
But right, anyway, talking also about stuff to do with that. Now, I put this down. I just wanted to. I don't really know why I put this down, but I feel like it's just sort of I can transition to it. I don't really know, but I'm going to be getting a new PC soon, which should be fun.
Nice.
Now, this is without reason. Well, what were you going to say?
No, I was going to continue. I was going to ask like what is it and stuff. So.
Oh yeah, well I'll explain that. Okay, so basically I'm going to build it myself. I asked my cousin's help, but I only want to really explain this just in case there's any PC people out there who are interested. Also, I hope to be able to do better Twitch streams and also maybe more Unnamed Podcast lives because we've done them in the past, but they haven't been like great because my PC, my laptop's quite slow. So yeah, but basically I'm going to be building it myself along with my help, my cousin. He's given me all the parts I should get. I've got them all in my Amazon basket. I'm going to be buying them, I think, next week. And then he's going to help as soon as lockdown restrictions ease, and he's able to come and meet in our garden. He's going to come around and help build them. Now, for PC people out there, actually, one second, I'll pull up my Amazon basket real fast because I don't know much about computers, but I know a decent amount. Basically, I'll just say what the parts are. But I think this is. I'm very, very happy about this because I've had this laptop I'm currently using for 6 years, I think. And so
I've had mine for the best part of 8 years.
Wow. To be fair though, you're kind of lucky in that you have a slightly better laptop than me. I think you have would you have an i7 in yours, don't you?
It's an i7 with a graphics card and NVIDIA GeForce GTX. But the thing is, right, when people say don't get a laptop for gaming, don't do it. Just get a PC. 100%.
Yeah.
But it did. I mean, this laptop is good for work and stuff. It would do all that. But where it's years old now, it's slower anyway.
Yeah.
And the memory, and I've only got 1 terabyte of memory. I mean, which sounds like a lot, but really, with everything on it that I have, and I also use it for work, I don't have much storage left.
Yeah, well, the problem is with mine as well is that, so obviously I only have an i3 in mine, so mine is, to be fair, mine actually, like, I'm surprised at how well mine still runs stuff for like how old it is, like, and how bad it is. But yeah, if you're looking for a decent PC for sort of gaming, I would highly recommend getting a PC. The PC I'm going to be building a PC, and when I said to my cousin, basically, is I'm making this PC for mainly editing, but also gaming and a little bit of Twitch streaming. And so he's wishing me up a little list of stuff. So obviously, I need quite a bit of storage for editing. So he's put in 2 terabytes of HDD and then 500 gig of SSD.
That's pretty good.
SSD it doesn't have a spinning disk inside, so it's a lot faster, but it's a lot more expensive. So basically, it's actually costing more for the 500 gig SSD than it is for the 2 terabyte HDD.
Are you going to do like a final price counter to let people know how much like you've actually spent on your project?
I can do if people want that, but yeah. Okay, so I've got those, and then the processor, so the CPU I'm going for is the Ryzen 5 3600. It's actually the #1 bestseller CPU on Amazon, and I've heard quite a lot about it, so it seems quite good.
What core are you going for? What core are you going for?
Oh, well, that's Intel. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
The thing is, the two main people who do CPUs are Ryzen, and there's Intel. Now, I think there is like Intel sells a lot of good stuff, but also their prices are quite high, and I don't think there's as many options. I may be completely wrong, but I think for gaming and for like some video editing, Ryzen is actually pretty good for the price. So that's why I'm going with that. Then I've got an RGB fan from Cooler Master, a Corsair case, ASRock B450 Steel Legend motherboard. Honestly, I don't have a clue what any of this means, but we're rolling with it.
It sounds pretty good though.
Yeah. Corsair Corsair Vengeance, 2 8GB sticks of DDR4 3600 megahertz RAM memory, and then a EVGA power supply, which I heard is a good company. So, yeah. Now, and also, then obviously the main thing is the graphics card. Now, currently, the problem is that it's not really advised to build PCs right now, because you can't really buy a graphics card, or at least you can't buy a decent one, because they're the stocks that are not there, and also if you can find them, they're extremely expensive. So currently, my cousin has put in for me a very cheap £42 graphics card, the GeForce, the MSI Nvidia GeForce GT 710 graphics card. That it's not great, but like it will do, he said, for a couple months until I can upgrade. So my overall budget for the PC was £700. I think I'm going to go over budget, won't buy it, because I'm going to have to buy a new GPU.
Sounds like it, yeah.
Yeah, so currently my Amazon basket, that's 9 item, £627.9p. So I'm going to be able to afford that for now, but I'm going to have to save a bit more by the time I get the new GPU. But yeah, if anyone's interested in that sort of stuff, then that's the rundown of my new computer. I'm going to be hopefully making a video about it, as long as my cousin... Well, to be fair, I will definitely make a video about it. If my cousin's okay with it, I'm going to ask him if it's good if I can like time-lapse us building it. It won't even probably be like an actual...
just put a GoPro in the corner.
Yeah, that's what I was planning. I'm just going to literally put my GoPro there, maybe a couple occasional shots from my phone or whatever, just of us building it. I'm not planning on properly like vlogging, hey guys, welcome to the vlog, I'm going to be showing you how to build a PC, because I want to properly focus on it. He's going to be mainly helping me with it, but I want to focus on it, because then if I come to upgrade parts in the future, I know how to do it myself. So look out for that. As long as he's okay with it, it will be time-lapse. To be fair, I'm sure he will be, because we'll probably be wearing masks anyway, so you won't be able to see his face. But yeah, look out for that. Interesting thing. Are you... okay, just before we move on, quick question for you, Tom. Are you ever like what do you think about... I don't know what I'm saying, honestly. If you were to upgrade, would you buy another laptop, or would you buy a PC, or like, are you planning to upgrade? Like, what's going on with you, Tom?
I just don't have the money at the minute with my hobbies and antics. I mean, just sliding into hobbies a second, like with my flying and stuff. I mean, I'm kitting out a plane. I've just spent a ton of money getting that done, or remotely doing the audio. And I have an Instagram account, funnily enough. I shall promote myself here.
Yeah,
it's
I always promote myself.
It's tom._.strong. That's my Instagram account.
I'll stick a link in the description.
Link will be below. Yeah,
everyone go follow it. Yeah,
it's been crazy because it's been gaining quite a few followers. I mean, I know it's been from the flying community, but still, I mean, I'm on 62 followers.
62. Wow, I didn't know you got that many.
That's pretty quick. Yeah, I know. It's pretty quick. So I was very surprised by that. I mean, even I think it was yesterday I put a reel up on Instagram and it got like 40 views within 2 days.
Oh wow! For that account,
so that's like good, it's pretty quick. So yeah, I was pretty happy about that. But yeah, so I just thought I'd get that little promotion and
do it, Tom. I am constantly promoting. I promote my Twitch. I promote my YouTube. I literally promoted a YouTube video a few moments ago. So. This is our podcast. We can promote. This is a self-promotion podcast now. It's not the Unnamed Podcast. I'm kidding. But anyway, yeah. So it's interesting. Make sure to go check out Tom's flying stuff if you haven't already. He does some great stuff. When can we look forward to a new video from you, by the way?
I'm actually, funnily enough, you say that I've actually been recording stuff in the background. Because I recently got a different phone. I've been testing out the camera on that, so I thought I'd try this camera. I didn't go with an Apple or a Samsung. I just thought, no, screw it, I'm just going to go for nothing that's like flagship or mainstream with all the Samsung. And so I went with a company called Oppo, and I got the Reno 4 Pro. I got one of those phones, and it was pretty good. I got unlimited minutes, text, and data for $27.99 a month, with a £30 upfront cost with ID Mobile. Through Car Phone Warehouse. So I thought it was a pretty good deal.
Yeah, cool. So wait, so did you say you're working on a new video?
Yeah.
So definitely go sub to the Tom Strong YouTube channel. I think that link's in the description. If not, I'll put it in the description. It's definitely in the featured channels of this channel. So definitely go check that out. Tom does his flying stuff over there. And are you aware of sort of will the flying field we're going
back on the 29th, apparently, according to our because
people can meet in gardens from then. I know, definitely.
Yeah, because basically there's this big company called the BMFA, and they also you pay them every year for insurance so that you're covered if you hit someone with a plane or whatever, or you hurt yourself. It covers up so much money for just like car insurance basically. But yeah, so they basically control when the clubs are advised sort of thing. So we always go off them just for legal reasons. So but yeah, so it's the 29th. For that, so
interesting. And so are you gonna be doing some videos there, or are you gonna sort of wait and see, or are you gonna be?
To be honest, it's very tricky to film up there without having someone to come with me.
Yeah.
So it might be wise if I sort of drag you up there for the day, maybe, get someone to record on my phone. So.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Because we've spoken about this in the past about obviously. I think it would be definitely possible to film those sorts of videos, but it would be so much easier, obviously, when you have a camera person. Because I know in the past you've done flying stuff to do with you've stuck a head mount on, which of course sort of works, but I don't think it sort of works in the realm.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
The whole video out of that. I think it's a cool angle, and if you were to do it, it'd probably be a cool idea to do, because then you can have sort of your perspective of what you're seeing. But I think a video doesn't really work when you've got that wide of a lens just in your head. So yeah. Anyway, I look forward to seeing those videos because, as I've said many times in the past, I don't care about flying, but Tom's videos are very engaging, I somehow make it interesting. Then for a you may be sitting there thinking, I don't care about flying, Jacob, and I'm like, me too, but definitely give him a watch anyway. I'm sorry, Tom. Tom.
Yeah, no worries.
Tom knows I do not care about flying whatsoever.
I mean,
it's quite cool what he does, but I don't care about watching those videos. But Tom's videos are interesting.
Yeah, I like to think they are, but I can't please everyone, but I like to please the majority. So yeah, I mean, it's you always see me promoting MWM Warbirds. That's the flying team I'm on, and they have a model shop in airport. They've got a website, and so you can order online, or they also do click and collect, seeing as that's apparently legal within the current restrictions right now. So they're saying they should be back open, so you can go in from the 12th of April. So apparently all non-essential shops should be open from the 12th of April. So. Should be quite
I
good.
think that's when the hairdressers open as well.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
Get a
day
good
for me.
haircut.
Yeah.
Recreate that video where you said that I get a haircut.
I might actually do. I think that video got like 300 views or something like that. It might be worth it. And the thing is, if I did, I would have to try and make some sort of other content out of the video because I feel like I know the title could be something like I finally got a haircut after like 8 months or whatever, but I need to think of some sort of content for that video. But maybe I won't. Maybe I will. We'll see. Because last time I did well. So anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Have you got to go now, Tom? Or
Yeah, I've got to go now.
all right. In which case, then we have a few more topics, but they're not really that interesting. So that's about.
Yeah, and I'm looking at this now. Who is Zoella?
Oh, some
who is
UK
that?
YouTuber who's been YouTubing. Like, I put that down.
Oh.
I don't know why I put that down. It's not very. We can't even talk about it. It's not even a good topic. There was also the whole Jake Paul, Tommy Fury thing, but I don't know anything about that, so we can't talk about it. Anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like and subscribe below. Also, check out your favourite platform and follow us on Instagram.
Yeah.
I'm waffling at this point. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.